Larry Hoover. So Larry Hoover sentence, I think he had 6 federal life sentences, but he still has state sentences. So I don't think he gets out of jail yet, which is actually ironic. So he was sentenced to 6 life sentence and then like 200 years. So the 200 years, okay, yeah, I can't see it. Sorry, where is it? What the fuck? Right here. Larry Hoover was sentenced to 6 life sentences federally. Okay? Then he had 200 years for 1973 murder. This is state. So he still has 200 years. But his 6 life sentences is now off the books. It's commuted. But he still has, so what's going to happen is they're going to take him out of federal prison. They're going to send him to state prison. Now, if anybody knows, he's been at a prison facility that is, is ADX Florence. It's the Supermax, and like supposedly the prison that's never had a inmate leave. It's known as the Alcatraz of the Rockies. It's the most secure federal prison. So he's going to leave that prison. So he's going to be able to, supposedly he couldn't have even calls. Like, you never heard Larry Hoover on the phone. Now he's going to be able to go to a state prison and he's going to be able to have calls and stuff like that. But does he get out of jail? The state of whatever, where was the murder at? Let's look it up. Larry Hoover. So, sorry, Chad. Not bad. No. It's pollen. Okay. So he got pardoned today. Right? Now, let me just look up the 200 years. So he was previously sentenced to 150 to 200 years for a 1973 murder. However, in 1997, he was following a 17-year investigation. He was convicted of conspiracy, extortion, money laundering, blah, 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 blah. They said he was doing this from a state prison. Okay? He was continuing a criminal enterprise from a state prison and received another life term, and he's made multiple attempts. Okay. Hoover, it's okay. In May 2025, Trump commuted his life sentences, but he must still serve his 150 to 200 year sentence for the 1973 murder conviction, but he's eligible on parole on that charge since the crime was committed before Illinois abolished discretionary parole in 1978. He was denied parole in 2024, but he was pardoned in 2025. So it looked like he could get parole. He could get parole on that charge, but it got to be done on a state level, right? Is that in Mississippi? That might be in Mississippi. Let's look it up. 1973 murder conviction of Larry Hoover. Conviction. Okay. He got a second conviction in 1997. Okay, so it's Illinois. So whoever is the governor of Illinois can now pardon him. Illinois governor. Who is that? You see, that's the thing. So pardons usually are really political. Trump is Republican. This is the same thing with Gavin Newsom. Gavin Newsom is Republican. Right now, bro, he's holding, first of all, it's a Republican state in terms of California anyway. But Illinois, it's a Democratic governor. He's not going to match Trump's pardon. Trump pardoned him federally. He would have to pardon or, allow him out statewide. That's him almost like acquiescing to be Trump's bitch. Like, it don't work like that. So a Democratic nigga is not going to do it, whoever this guy is. However, he is eligible for parole. We got to see how the parole board is going to look at whether his conduct or, whatever. So they can't no longer consider